Hey everybody, it's October. And I'm going to be talking about what scares me the most as a Hmong kid. So what scares you the most? Well, if you're as foggy of Hmong as I am, you're either afraid of Hmong superstitions, ghosts, fly swatter, demon monkeys, Hmong scary stories, or Hmong scary movies. And don't act like you never heard of them before. Every Hmong kid growing up in the 90s has. And good God, did they scare the crap out of us when we were little. But if I had to choose what scares me the most, I had to choose Sua for name Totsi Kichidi. But that's not what we call it now, do we? We call it Zhe Sua or Zhe Te Sua. But does this movie still hold up? Does it still scare us? I don't know. So let's find out. See if this movie still holds up to all its scary glory. Let's begin. So let's start at the beginning. The film starts with a couple strolling down a field. Romantic? This guy, Jay, is our main character / main villain. And this is his girlfriend. So as he takes her home, which is coincidentally right next to his ex-girlfriend's house, we're introduced to Shua, Jay's ex-girlfriend, and Sa, Jay's best friend, who is hitting on his ex-girlfriend Shua. This seems kind of awkward. But hey, it doesn't matter. They laugh it off anyway. Funny. So in the next scene, Sa and his friend decides to kidnap Shua to be his wife. That was actually a thing in Hmong culture. Men kidnaps girls to be their wives, and it is perfectly okay. Warning, this is actually illegal now, so don't try it at home. That is all. I don't know if they're going for a more serious route, but man, this is actually kind of funny. Seeing how Shua's father waxed him with this giant toilet roll. I know they say it's a bamboo, but you know what? Bamboos don't break like that. Yeah. Good God, Grandpa is a badass. So after that embarrassing attempt, they regroup and started walking home. Exactly. Then Jay marries his current girlfriend off screen as Shua finds out that she is pregnant. She writes him a letter informing him that she is having his child and is awaiting for his response. After Jay finished reading the letter, we're shown some sort of flashback scene, which drags on forever. I'm not kidding you. This thing takes 10 minutes. 10 friggin' minutes. And it's just two people walking and talking and playing. God, I'm sick of it. Well? Is it over? This is getting awkward. Could we cut to the next scene? So, after about 10 minutes of Jay just reminiscing, he meets up with Sa just as he inappropriately touches him. Wait, what? Boy, is this how people act in Thailand? Because if my friends were to do this to me, I'd freaking drop kick them. Then, being the good friend that he is, Jay ditches Sa for some reasons to visit Shua and discuss with her about what to do. He claims that he still loves her and is willing to marry her. As he returns home, he reunites with Sa as Sa scolds him for ditching him. So the next day, Jay discussed this with Sa, insisting that he does not want to marry Shua. But after the experience of getting beat up by Shua's dad, he doesn't take this too lightly. He just straight up suggests that they kill her. So let me get this straight. You got beat up by trying to kidnap an old man's daughter, and now you want to have her killed? Jesus. Jay barely bats an eye at this idea and just decides to go along with it. So, after discussing their sinister plan, Jay goes to Shua's house and tricks her to go on a walk with him in the forest, where Sa is waiting for them. When they show up, they both strangle her to death. I didn't know you could bleed from your mouth by suffocation like that. point taken down for smiling. I gotta admit though, the music surprisingly make the scene kinda sad. Then they dump her body into the water as they swear not to tell anyone. The two other friends of Sa, Tor, the guy with the long hair, and the unnamed friends who we never hear about, discover Sho's body as they were fishing. I gotta admit though, To's acting is pretty freaking hilarious in this scene. The way he delivers his line is just priceless. What the hell is that? It's a bit inappropriate though, I gotta admit. I mean, we are talking about a dead body here. As they ran away, they stumble upon Sho's sister and father, who have been searching for her all day. And Tor points out the direction for them as they take off like a bunch of wussies. Damn, I know it's scared to see a corpse, but why keep running? Why wouldn't you stop? That's like saying if you get spooked by a mouse and you're gonna run out of your neighborhood or something. It just seems a little exaggerated, don't you think? Anyway, they found her body along the shoreline as they mourn for her. As some time has passed, the two friends of Sa came to his house and told him of the incident, which is really freaking scary the way it's told, because Tor tells Sa in details of what Sho's corpse actually looks like. Next, we cut to how Sho's family is dealing with this tragic loss. Yeah, it's sad, but I think they could have done better. Like, actually show us how it's affecting them rather than just talk about it. I won't criticize too much on bad acting, but the sister is a bit dull throughout this movie. Kinda wish she was a little more developed than this. Then cuts to Jae going to sleep as he enters a nightmare. And this makes up for the scariest scene ever. The one that scares most of us as kids. It builds suspense quite well for its time as she calls his name repeatedly. Then she let out a loud cry before revealing herself. Holy shit, is that scary? I mean, the way she says, "Do you miss me?" is just unsettling. Oh, you still don't think it's scary? Well, take a closer look at her face. Yeah, let that come into your dreams. Then, you'll see what I'm talking about. The low quality camera enhances the makeup even more, making her a lot more scary and more realistic. Well, except her arms. This scene was so scary that I couldn't sleep for a whole day back then. Though I gotta ask, what is she gonna do with him once she catches him? She seems like she's just moaning at his face. That's it. Oh my god! Jesus! So, after that horrifying nightmare, Jay starts experiencing unusual and supernatural things. And by supernatural, he just simply sees her everywhere he is. Starting with this scene. Oh, don't look at me, that's not my sound effect. That's really in the movie. Does it sound familiar? You see, Japan? We kinda beat you to it. Seen The Grudge, of course. After Jay's wife has had enough, she went to Sa, who is a shaman priest now for some reason. Good God, I thought a shaman priest would know better not to kill anyone. So after Sa performs a ritual on Jay by giving him a spell necklace and a wooden spirit sword, he successfully blocks Shaw away from him. However, that doesn't stop her from scaring the crap out of him while he's chopping woods. Seeing Sa get chased around is actually really freaking funny. Seriously though, every scream he makes just cracks me up. Oh my god. This guy is too much. He's gonna make me pee. Holy shit! He actually tries to kill her! Again! But unfortunately, that doesn't work. He managed to escape from shore and head straight home. He finally gets the idea to protect himself with his own wooden spirit sword. Damn! After a few days or so, I guess, with this film's pacing, I can't really tell, Sa and Tor and the unnamed friend came to take Jay to attend a wedding in the next village. Tor, Mr. Afraid of Corpse, is now objecting to the idea of his spell necklace. Kinda strange how Sa, the shaman who gave this necklace to Jay, is not speaking out against this idea. You would think that Sa knows that Shaw is still looking for him, especially seeing how he's just been attacked. Hello? Anything? Huh. Okay, well, maybe he'll be fine. It's not like he's gonna be alone for 1 second. Wait. So, after running all over the forest, his friends think he is crazy, because they can't seem to see Shaw like he does. This leads to Jay jumping into the same lake that they dumped Shaw's body in. His friends attempt to save him several times, but they were too late. After observing, they discover bruises all over his neck area, almost as if he was strangled to death. After confirming his death, the three friends carry his body back to the village. As Jay's widow grieves for him, Shaw comes to tell her what really happened. So much for that story arc. In the end, Shaw finally claimed Jay's spirit as her slave. I didn't know ghosts need to get labor done. So, that was Neng Chaozi Kichidi. And how does it hold up? Well, to be fair, this movie does tell a rather fluent story, and does have some legitimately creepy scenes. But there are just so many funny performances. I actually found myself laughing more than taking it seriously. Though the scary parts are really freaking scary, I think it's actually more based on nostalgic value. If you're a much older person when you first watched this movie, then it's probably not going to scare you as much as it did to us back then. Now, it is a bit silly with the low production value and the funny performances. It's very outdated for the most part, but still quite impressive for its time and its makers. Hmong people aren't usually very educated on filmmaking or have the expense, so this is quite a big step for them. So if you're interested in seeing one of the most memorable Hmong movies out there, give it a watch. Just be a very lenient and patient viewer. Now have a happy Halloween. Take care.